Hello, Cancer. This is for reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Congratulations, you came in second place under Scorpio as I'm starting a new read. So make sure you keep giving me that thumbs up, and I will continue to do Cancer readings. I am loyal to Scorpios first, as always, but if I look at the views I get from Cancer and other zodiacs. So right now you're in second place. So make sure you give me that thumbs up, and we'll continue. But this reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let me get that out. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on in your energy. You might be dealing with a, another zodiac sign. And there's your water sign here. Energy. So look at the Knight of Cups, and then we're going to look at this, your past energy. Let's see what happened in your past here. Someone was very inconsistent with you, caused a lot of drama for you, I see here. All right, so let's see what's going on in your present energy with a person. That's why I was getting ready to say Scorpio. Scorpio is always showing up in the water sign energy as well. So let's see what the energy here is, and we're going to talk about each one. There's the Pisces. All right, so Cancer. All right, so let's see what your outcome's going to be, and then we're going to clarify this. Taurus, energy, the Emperor, Five of Cups, and the Moon card. A lot of water energy here. Okay, so you might be dealing with another fellow water sign. So your card here is showing, Cancer, that you are moving forward towards something or something, and then you change that that you have experienced. Okay, so there's something here where you are following through with your energy to move forward and choosing and looking at different viewpoints of different directions and where you're heading. Okay, so we'll look at see what you're heading into, but let's look at your recent past here. It does show here that somebody you were with that you're no longer speaking to caused some drama and a lot of sadness here, and maybe some codependency went on. This person may have been very codependent on you, or you were codependent on them. So remember, this is a general read. This is between you and someone else, okay? Could be anyone, could be a friend, could be family members. But it was a lot of drama here that took place, a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of sadness. Somebody that was in and out. And it looks like in the past energy they left, and in the Knight of Cups, they were with you, and you felt like this person really cared about you, but then they kind of changed up on you. All right, the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower here, you may be dealing with another fellow Scorpio here, but there was this Tower moment that caused an explosion or something, and this person that looks like they've been very inconsistent with you, they kind of left. Now it looks like in your present energy, it looks like this person has been coming back and forth with you, trying to make small talk, trying to get your attention, trying to show some kind of small inconsiderate, I call it, attention seeking. Okay, so the High Priestess so I do feel like here, Cancer, in the water energy, you felt your intuition here, and you're not speaking to this person because they did leave, and this person does cause a lot of fights and a lot of drama. A lot of situations went on with this person, and it's kind of like this may have been going on for a while too, because you have two Knight of Cups here, someone that you really cared about, and you thought they cared about you. But it looks like here this person kind of comes and goes when they please. And then I think in your energy here, you might be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces, any kind of air sign here as well is on the table. So it does look like you're not speaking with this person at the moment. And I do think, since the way you're following the path right now with the the Chariot, it looks like you're going into this direction of your own, and you're trying to kind of figure things out here, but taking control of your situation here. Now again, this could be with any other sign, but the Five of Cups is here reversed, the Moon card. There was something here that went in your energy, Cancer, or the person you're dealing with, their feelings as well, because this is heavily a lot of emotional energy with this energy here. So it does look like here with Five of Cups and the Moon, there's some secret, some deception, and some truth came to light. trying to get past this disappointment of someone that hurt your feelings and someone who kind of may have taken advantage of you here. Could be in a financial situation as well. So it looks like this person or someone you were dealing with still has this feeling that they have taken advantage of you, or there's a big problem with this situation. So let's see what your outcome's going to be with this energy. But it does look like you're staying in control and staying focused and trying to get past this disappointment and the truth that you've seen in. But there's something still here emotionally you're still holding on to. You might be holding a grudge. You might be holding some resentment, some bitterness towards this person. So check your placements. You may be dealing with another Pisces, a Taurus, some air signs, Scorpios here. There's a Leo energy. So it is showing in your outcome here. You're staying, because you are very emotional, with your sister family, your brother family, this water signs. The King of Wands here, the Strength card, again, some fire sign energy. There's something here where you're staying in your own pathway, that you're doing what you got to do, what's best for you. And this person, and it's this kind of, there's the High Priestess in reverse. So you saw this person as somebody who had brought you red flags, and I think this is the part of the grudge and the resentment that you feel towards this person, is that they showed you something, they showed you who they are, and you just cannot, emotionally as a Cancer person, you cannot deal with that, okay? But there's a very high temper energy here. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting with the Five of Cups over here energy. So let's see here. Anything else for Cancer? So make sure you give me that thumbs up. You're here on Angel Guides Tarot. Make sure the Queen of Cups, you could, again, it's a lot of water sign energy here. Queen of Cups, somebody pulled their love back. You could have done this as well. But it does look like here there's a very strong energy of standing your ground. Standing your ground with someone that you felt like, whatever type of relationship it was, is something you cannot, it was too strong for you to deal with. Not saying you're weak or anything, but it's almost like it was too much energy. Queen of Wands, this could have been a very soulmate energy. So it's a lot of fire here. So it's a lot of water and fire. So that in your water sign, it shows like it was boiling here. So there's that, no surprise one, that energy there was explosion type energy. Now remember, the roles can be reversed. So this is resonating with you, cross watchers, watching in for Cancer. I just want to get one more on Queen of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. So in this outcome, it looks like someone does want to, you might be heavily focused on your money too, because you have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. But it does look like here you're starting to trust your own judgment and who you are and investing into yourself. But also this person could, in the outcome here, because you went through a lot of things with this person, and this is a very strong fiery energy. Both of you might have fire in your chart somewhere, but it is it was a strong connection just based on the passion of everything and the way you kind of dealt with each other. But on the outside that, it was very complicated for you two to get along. But it does look like there's still some kind of investment, Cancer, that you might be wanting to put in, or someone else is trying to put in. Nine of Wands is showing an example that you're trusting your own self and your emotions, your feelings to do, but you're not quite sure of this person anymore. There's a lot of passion. The thing that I'm seeing here is the commitment part. You got the Ten of Pentacles and you have the Nine of Wands. And this is somebody that you felt like you could trust because you passionately, and the energy between you two were on fire, I would say the least. But there is something here between you two that is made a gap between you two. So this might be a gap between another water sign you're dealing with, but definitely a fire sign as well is here. There's the Nine of Pentacles. I just wanted to see one more. But it does look like you're working more about your money and your future. And that's what you're thinking about, looking at Nine of Pentacles and your independence. Because there's something here where you had to learn to not depend on anyone anymore. Because there's something here, there was some kind of very strong bond, passionately wise, or the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And, you know, that's why I said you may have been dealing with another water sign, especially because, or another fire sign, but it's like the passion part of it, the intimacy was off the charts, okay? But outside that, with the Ten of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, you're making this decision about, is this worth it or not? Should I stay single? Should I stay independent? Should I be in relationships? But I feel like here, it's like the emotional side of you, Cancer, is, it needs to be worked on, okay? Or the person you're dealing with needs to be worked on, because there's some kind of, I'm not seeing a whole lot of commitment here. Okay, I'm not seeing the feeling of deep love here, even though it's more like the passionate, you have like an oxytocin type bond, but I don't see the emotional, other than, you know, some water sign energies here and a Pisces energy. Right, so that's what I have for you, but I do feel like you're trying to take a new direction. Which direction you're going to go, Cancer, let me know in the comments, okay? But I do feel like there's a lot of feelings here, a lot of emotion, and this is kind of like a confusing feeling here. So that's what I have for you right now. I can't give you the you have to kind of decide what you want to do here with the Chariot and how you're going to move forward with this. So this is still like in the talks, but there's like no contact after this big fight, and there's a lot of mixed emotions and high energy, high temperament energy here. So let things settle down, cool down, and maybe you can come back together and kind of work this out. But right now, it looks like you're still in no contact. But this is what that person's thinking, or this is also your thinking as well, how to handle this moving forward, okay? All right, I'm sending you love and light, Cancer. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and hype my channel, and I will bring you more Cancer videos. All right, take care. Make sure you check your other placements to make sure that you might have some other water signs in, and this might explain a lot, okay? But there's a lot of conflicted energy, a lot of disagreement here between you and someone else, okay? Or vice versa. Take care. See you in the love and light. Bye-bye.